Hey friends, welcome back to Mama Birds. I am Robin. If you're new, thank you for joining today. We are tackling a massive project. This is my sink. We are in my kitchen. Yes, we are on the floor again in another video, but today we are tackling what's under my sink, and it's relatively normal, I think. I hope it's normal, but it's a lot, and it's been lingering, and every time I put something in the garbage, my garbage can is also under this space. It's just lingering and it's in my face and I need to get it tidied up. So we're gonna clean up this space together. Again, thank you for joining. Consider subscribing if you're into homemaking type stuff. We do lots of cleaning, lots of cooking, lots of food stuff. And I try and share as many tips and tricks as I can along the way. So consider subscribing if you're into any of that kind of stuff, and let's get started. I figured I would give you the initial opening of this cabinet because I haven't done anything. This is exactly real life garbage that needs to be taken out. Tons of spilled mess and garbage everywhere. This box of garbage bags is almost done, and then we'll move into this one. And this, friends, is the problem. It's just clutter and cleaning products, stuff for my stove, literally like... So I shoved this little tote in here because my intention is to, try and put some of these things into this tote, but there's tons of stuff in here that I can get rid of or put into a different space, and we're tackling it right now. Do you guys have a space in your home that is absolutely overwhelming you or creating stress or more anxiety than is really needed? Because I did, and this was it. I couldn't believe how much this brought me sadness in reality. It made me sad to look under the counter, and it was just becoming such a negative space for me. So I'm so glad we're taking care of it today. These are Swiffer pads, I believe. I'm not sure if they're sticky or not, but I don't even own a Swiffer, so I don't even know why I have these. I'm going to check and see if any of my friends have them or if my mother-in-law potentially wants them. But these are going in the garbage or out of my house today. I've definitely come to the realization that I have to declutter areas in my home, and not because I have a lot of junk, but because I just have a lot of stuff, and sometimes it doesn't make its way into the right location. So I need to be more intentional about where I'm putting things, what I'm doing with them, putting them away when I'm finished, and making sure that I am, staying on top of getting rid of the stuff that we don't need, because there's definitely a lot of it, and we definitely need to try and tackle one thing at a time. All that said, I know that this area is going to get into a state of it how it was when we started. It is going to happen again. It's inevitable. We live in this house, and that's just a reality of, being at home and having a life within these walls. So I'm just going to have to, do a bit of maintenance and make sure I'm staying on top of it more regularly. You guys, this is all of our manuals for everything. Like, we have everything from vacuums. This is actually a waterproof cargo top for the top of our SUV. It's like a soft top sort of cargo thing. Like everything, stroller, car seat, like you name it. All of the things going here. Do you think that maybe we could get rid of some of them? So step one is completed now. We've pulled everything for the most part out of this space. Here is a more real life situation. This is the state of under my sink. I have not honestly cleaned this space since we moved in. It was all cleaned out and it was brand new when we moved in, and I haven't cleaned it one time since we moved in. So we're talking like 8 months. It's been 8 months at least. So we're getting there. We're getting to it. I'd love to know how often this is a space that you guys clean
in your own homes, as well as under the bathroom counter, because I know that can get a bit overwhelming, and I think I'm going to create that as a project in the next little while. Now that I've tackled this one, I feel a little bit more confident I can get through my 2 bathroom sinks in a single day. So I'm definitely going to add that to my list. But let me know, like, I don't know how long, you know, I should wait before I could clean it again. Maybe I need to hit that overwhelmed state. I mean, do we want to get there? I don't think so. So I kind of need a guide, maybe once every month or every 2 months, or maybe the changing of the season or something like that. I need to get creative with this, because tackling this was not as intimidating as I thought it was going to be, and it really just made everything so much more tidy. And to be very honest, I can even get rid of more that's under the sink. I know that the things that I do store under here, I do use almost on a weekly basis, but maybe I can move some of those items that I don't use every single week out of this space. Like, I don't clean my windows every week, so maybe I can move that cleaner out. And I would honestly love to be in a position where I can get rid of that cleaner, because I know that there's tons of recipes on the internet where you can actually make your own.
So that's it. It didn't take too long. I think it was about 7 minutes it took me to take care of all of this, and I can't believe it was such a small job that I've been putting off. So I'm glad I got it done. It all fits in that container now, and I'm happy about that. There's a few things that I have that are overstock or don't belong under here. Some gloves, bathroom cleaner, this is hand soap, drain plugs, just some extra scrubbers and stuff like that. I just don't need it all here, so I'm going to either donate it, get rid of it, or find a different home for it. And yeah, it just looks so much more tidy. The other things that I have here are dish soap. This is just your massive jug of dish soap. I don't need this much under this counter. I usually keep this downstairs, but I think I was trying to really work quickly through it. I know I need to refill the one on my counter, so I'm going to do that right now. And then I'm actually probably going to take this downstairs and put it where I store my other stuff, because I do have another smaller one here. I like to get the smaller ones just so that I can rotate them on my counter, but I also like to get the big ones and buy them in bulk, just to refill the smaller containers. But a lot of the time they just get gunked up and becomes a pain in the butt anyway. So for $1.50, I think I paid for these. I like to get the small ones every once in a while so that I can just replenish them and move through the gunk and just chuck it out rather than having to clean it. And then I also have some of this Lysol cleaner. I really liked the lavender one, so I think you can't see it, but I tucked it back in here. I bought that from the Real Canadian Superstore. I can link that shopping video for you if you're interested in checking that out. I purchased that one in bulk. It's huge, it's massive, and it's concentrated, so I just take a bit of that liquid and I put it in my spray bottle like this, which also needs to be topped up. And then actually I probably put not quite this much of the solution in the bottle, and then I fill the rest with water, and that's what I use for all-purpose cleaning. But this is the same brand, and I'm not a huge fan of the smell. It's orange, and I thought it was like a mango or more of like a fruitier smell, not a citrus. Yeah, and I'm not a fan of the citrus, but that's okay. That's just my preference, and so I'm gonna find someone else who might be interested in this cleaner rather than chucking it, because it's full right to the top. So that's it. Everything else is garbage. I've got some recycling to take care of. I emptied the garbage bag, and that's pretty much it. Before I started this, I put lunch in the oven. We were just having some leftovers for lunch, and it's not even quite ready yet. It's probably going to take another 5 minutes. So that's how long this project took me. So if anything I've learned is that something that's intimidating me or creating me stress, let's just deal with it instead of putting it off and procrastinating, because then once you get it done, what a huge relief. And it only took me like 7 minutes. So friends, just bear down, knuckle down. Now I'm going to enjoy the rest of my afternoon because I've taken care of this project. I thought it was going to take me at least an hour, and it was only 7 minutes, and I can't believe it. So I'm going to get cleaned up wash my hands, get some lunch going, and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. Thanks so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you're new, and I'll catch you in the next one.